All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. And we've changed the podcast up. We've got all four of us here, and we are now going to be calling it Squad Talks. We're all going to bring something to the table each week and just have a chat about it, basically. So, welcome in, everyone. Obviously, we have Pomster, we've got Lynham, we've got Zelo. And, yeah, I thought we would start off with this Palworld game. I don't know if any of you have seen any of it. We will jump into a trailer for those that haven't. Let's try and get the volume right on this. So this does go for a few minutes, so we will have a chat away over the top while it goes. Sold 1 million copies. 1 million copies.
What was that, Steam?
8 hours.
Yeah, wow. Was that at Steam release sales?
Yeah. Yeah, wow. The servers at the back end on Epic's side just couldn't handle it. They had massive issues, and they had emergency meetings with Epic. They've sorted it out, and they've already hit the Steam top 10 most played games of all time with 850,000 concurrent players and growing.
That's the bit. That's what's getting me.
Yeah, it's such a Pokemon ripoff, but I feel like this is the Pokemon game everybody's been wanting.
What, did Pokemon Fortnite have a baby, or what?
Pokemon
no, it's more like Ark Survival.
I'm just not sure about something that clearly draws so much inspiration from, a particular brand, basically, like Pokemon, but isn't licensed. Like,
there's quite a few sprites in here already that are just looking so much like. I mean, like that bird flying over from the start looked like a little like Ho-Oh without, the fire elements. I've seen almost what looks like an Electabuzz. Like, the part above all that's getting me, apart from the fact that Nintendo might have grounds to go at him for this, is the fact that I might have to shoot what are almost Pokemon with assault rifles. That gets me. That's like daring my child to walk down a little.
But it's almost pure slavery as well in points, because you put them to work in factories to make the guns.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there are still those sorts of themes in Pokemon anyway, really.
Yeah, well, that's very true.
That's very Pokemon-esque in itself.
Capture them and get them to fight each other, like.
Yeah.
But they want to do it.
Yeah. Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
My brain already hurts. Watching this, it will hurt worse.
Look, I think, to be honest, like it's been, I think, 3 or 4 years since they unveiled this, and it's always been a case of, is this a real thing? Like, surely this isn't actually happening.
There's just so many close parables where the creators could get nicked for this by Nintendo, and somehow they haven't, and that's great, but it's cutting it so close.
And
close.
I think the thing that really, really stood out for me is just how great the game actually looks.
It's definitely, as someone who likes playing things like Ark and stuff like that, or has recently found that he has an interest for it, that does interest me quite a lot. I'm gonna have to move past the assault rifles and Pokemon part, though. That is just it's a bit odd to me. But if I can get over that hump, then I think I'll.
It might be one we're gonna have to look at and try and stream and.
There's definitely like legal precedents for suing for that sort of thing. So the one that comes to mind is McDonald's being like sued over all of their characters for their likenesses to characters in HR Puff and stuff. And that was a successful legal case, and you don't see any of those McDonald's characters in McDonald's establishments anymore.
No.
You don't even see Ronald McDonald anymore.
No,
not really. On the flip side of that, there might not be at the same time, because I mean, you would have thought if there was going to be, it would have been done already.
This is true.
Do Nintendo, because it is Epic backed, not want to take that fight to Epic?
Was it more Nintendo doesn't or Game Freak doesn't? I guess is more my question.
Well, Game Freak are the ones that own the licensing to the Pokemon, but I mean, Nintendo own Game Freak, so like
maybe they're not willing to fight this based on the fact that it's in a niche corner that Game Freak and Nintendo probably don't want to touch.
Yeah,
maybe.
The other thing that I read today was that the CEO of, or the main guy at, what's the name of the company that makes this game? Pocket Pair. That he doesn't believe in originality in video games, and the new game they're making now is a rip-off of another game. Is it something Hollow?
I'm not sure.
There's a new one coming out of it. The third one. It's completely slipped my mind. I know it's something Hollow. But yeah, and I've seen screenshots of that, and it is just another straight up rip-off. 2D side scroller, same style, and it's just like, how can you keep getting away with this?
So far into Pocket Pair, it's Nevergrave, The Witch and the Curse, Craftopia, and Palworld.
Yeah, so it's just the new one that they've got coming out, or that they've started developing now that this one's out. So I've just got to plug that in. That is my daughter's monitor, so I can check on her while she sleeps.
Yeah, I guess you can say that fact is there's not a ton of room for original game ideas these days, is there? Like a lot of things are a carbon copy over a lot of other things.
Yeah, but
like you think about,
I mean, I think this game looks fantastic either way. It's one that I've kept my eye on for the last couple of years. I didn't expect it to be this big a hit. It's kind of come out of nowhere, a bit like Baldur's Gate did. And just sort of stormed in and taken Steam by storm. Try saying that too many times quickly. So
I can see, yeah. I think people are probably, you think about the amount of people that play things like Ark, and I guess, what else would you put into that? I guess DayZ wouldn't really fit into it, but things like that, like they probably want a fresher experience. So, like, if you're already capturing their attention.
Then you add in all the disgruntled Pokemon fans that are crying out for a massive open world, proper full-on RPG kind of game.
Yeah. That doesn't run 25 frames per second on Switch. Yes.
So something that we can actually do other than just capture Pokemon and battle them. Like we want to like flesh out that world a bit more.